The world is in shock. Hearts are breaking everywhere, and what was once a story of love, loyalty, and family has shattered into 1,000 pieces overnight. Tiny Harris, the woman whose strength has carried decades of devotion, sacrifices, and unwavering trust, is now facing a betrayal so crushing, so unimaginable, that it feels like the ground itself has disappeared beneath her feet. And at the center of this storm? Zonnique. Yes, T.I.'s stepdaughter, once quietly living in the shadows of fame and family loyalty, has just revealed a secret so explosive, it has sent shockwaves across the internet, leaving millions gasping, crying, and heartbroken in disbelief. For years, fans thought they had seen it all, the scandals, the fights, the courtroom drama, but nothing could have prepared anyone for this. A relationship once hidden, a trust once sacred, now exposed in the rawest, most gut-wrenching way possible. T.I., the father, the husband, the mogul, is now caught in a hurricane of human emotion, secrets, and public scrutiny. Every glance, every whispered conversation, every private betrayal has now become a weapon of heartbreak. And Tiny? She is watching it all unfold, trembling, crying, her heart pierced by a truth too painful to bear, as millions witness a tragedy that is heartbreakingly real. This is more than gossip. This is devastation in real time. This is trust shattered. This is a viral heartbreak that will haunt the Harris family, and the world, forever. The internet is burning, hearts are shattering, and the world is witnessing a tragedy unfold in real time. Tiny Harris, the woman whose name has always been synonymous with strength, grace, and unwavering loyalty, is now standing in the eye of a storm so cruel, so merciless, that it threatens to break every heart that dares to watch. What was once a world of music, family, and love has now collapsed under the weight of betrayal, secrecy, and a revelation no one could have imagined. For years, Tiny stood as a pillar. Through lawsuits, rumors, and scandals, she carried the Harris legacy on her shoulders, always resilient, always composed. But now, the very foundation of her world is cracking. Zonnique, T.I.'s stepdaughter, a figure who once lived quietly behind the scenes, has just stepped into the spotlight in a way that no one, not even the most devoted fans, could have anticipated. She has revealed something so explosive that the word betrayal feels too small, too weak, to describe it. And the stakes? Unimaginable. A relationship that should have been sacred, trust that should have been unbreakable, now lies in ruins. The whispers started quietly. A clip here, a rumor there. But soon, social media exploded. Fans were scrolling, tweeting, posting, and reacting at a speed that felt impossible. And then the truth hit like a hurricane. Zonnique disclosed that her relationship with T.I. had crossed lines no one should ever cross. The person who should have protected her, the man who held the title of father, mentor, and family, had acted in ways that were unforgivable. And now, the unimaginable, a pregnancy. A secret that no family should bear alone, now weaponized in the relentless glare of the public eye. Tiny Harris's heartbreak is visible, raw, and gut-wrenching. Footage from the set, clips that have gone viral, show her trembling, her hands clutching scripts like lifelines, her eyes swollen from tears she could not contain. Every frame captures a woman at her breaking point. Imagine dedicating decades to love, to loyalty, to building a family, only to have the ground beneath you vanish in a single revelation. The pain is so intense, so piercing, that it feels almost unwatchable. Millions of fans around the globe are feeling it too, the collective heartbreak of witnessing someone's life, her life, unravel in front of their eyes. And T.I., the man who built an empire from charisma, music, and influence, is suddenly stripped of control. Every gesture, every word, every glance is under scrutiny. What was once private, once personal, is now dissected, analyzed, and weaponized in the court of social media. Questions swell endlessly. Did he know? Was this intentional? Could Tiny ever forgive? Could loyalty survive this catastrophic storm? Each question, each speculation, adds another layer of emotional weight, another dagger to hearts already bleeding with shock. Shekinah, too, finds herself swept into the chaos, not by choice, but by proximity. Innocent in intention, yet trapped in a narrative of heartbreak she never asked to be part of. Her every glance, every word, every past interaction with T.I. is being twisted, examined, and used as proof of a story that no one should have to live publicly. The storm is unrelenting, viral, and all-consuming. Fans cannot stop watching. Memes, reaction videos, Instagram threads, TikToks, they multiply by the second, each one adding fuel to a fire that refuses to die. Every deleted post, every private conversation leaked, every cryptic comment becomes evidence in a saga of heartbreak, betrayal, and tragedy. Tiny's despair, T.I.'s helplessness, Zonnique's vulnerability, they are no longer just individuals in a story. They are avatars of human heartbreak, of trust violated, of innocence lost, magnified to a global scale. It is more than scandal, it is heartbreak made digital. Every notification, every trending hashtag, every viral clip is another reminder that no love, no loyalty, and no family is truly safe in the digital age. The stakes could not be higher. The Harris family, long seen as untouchable, is now fractured in the most public way imaginable. The loyalty Tiny relied on for decades has been questioned, the love she poured into her family dissected, and the privacy she protected demolished. And the heartbreak does not stop there. Zonnique, who once lived quietly in the shadows of fame, now bears a burden too heavy for anyone to carry alone. Every step she takes is scrutinized, every smile interpreted, every sigh weaponized. She is a lightning rod of judgment, viral obsession, and emotional devastation. Her pregnancy, a private, intimate reality, has become a symbol of scandal, betrayal, and tragedy that refuses to fade. For viewers, the experience is almost unbearable. You can feel the heartbreak through your screen. The trembling hands, the tears, the gasps of disbelief. It is raw, real, and unrelenting. And the emotional gravity is inescapable. Millions feel it, share it, live it vicariously through the pain of a woman who trusted, who loved, and who is now publicly broken. This is just gossip. This is human tragedy amplified, weaponized, and made viral. This is heartbreak you can feel in your chest, grief that echoes across continents, and betrayal that pierces the soul. And as social media erupts, as fans debate, cry, and their eyes, one truth remains. The Harris family is changed forever. Trust has been shattered, loyalty questioned, and hearts exposed to a world that watches without mercy. And tonight, as millions scroll, click, and react, the storm rages on. Tiny Harris, T.I., Shakina, and Zonnique are no longer just celebrities. They are living tragedies, heartbreak made flesh, hearts bleeding in real time for the world to witness. This is viral heartbreak. This is emotional devastation. And no one will ever look at the Harris family the same way again. The world thought it had seen the worst of the Harris family drama. Tiny Harris's heartbreak over past scandals seemed like the final chapter. But today the storm returns, fiercer, louder, and crueler than anyone could have imagined. Zonnique, T.I.'s stepdaughter, has stepped forward with a revelation that feels like a punch straight to the heart of every fan, every viewer, every human being with a conscience. And the pain? It's unbearable. It's the kind of tragedy that makes you clutch your chest, cry in disbelief, and question how loyalty and love can ever survive in a world so relentless, so ruthless. This isn't just gossip. This isn't the usual celebrity drama meant to entertain or shock for clicks. No. This is real heartbreak, magnified through the lens of viral obsession, played out for millions to witness in raw, unfiltered detail. Zonnique, who once lived in the protective shadow of her family, has revealed the truth about her relationship with T.I., a truth that nobody expected, a truth that shatters the illusion of safety and trust. She describes a betrayal that cuts deeper than words can capture, a secret that was hidden for far too long, and now the consequences cannot be contained. Fans are reeling. The digital world is ablaze. Reaction videos are being uploaded every second. Clips of Tiny on set, her hands trembling, her voice cracking, her composure shattered, have gone viral. Every frame shows a woman who has given everything, decades of loyalty, love, and support, to a family now pieced by betrayal. The heartbreak is universal. You don't need to know Tiny personally to feel the weight of this pain. The despair is written on her face, broadcasted for the world to absorb, raw and devastating. And then there's T.I., once untouchable, now caught in a whirlwind he cannot control. Every public appearance is dissected, every glance scrutinized, every old interview analyzed as evidence in a story that refuses to end. His empire, his career, his influence, none of it can shield him from the storm of human emotion now swirling around him. Millions are asking, did he know? Was this betrayal intentional or accidental? Could he have prevented it? Each question, each whisper, each social media post adds weight to an emotional hurricane that no one could have predicted. Meanwhile, Shekinah, who had no role in the betrayal, finds herself caught in the fallout. Innocent, yet ensnared in the chaos, she faces the harsh glare of public judgment. Her every word, her every movement, is being twisted into meaning she never intended. And in the center of it all, Tiny stands, heartbroken, trembling, exposed, and utterly human. Every teardrop, every sigh, every flicker of disbelief is now a shared tragedy for a global audience. The weight of heartbreak has never been so public, so unrelenting. Zonnique's revelation doesn't just shock, it shatters the narrative of family and loyalty that so many believed was untouchable. The fact that her relationship with T.I., a man seen as a father figure, crossed lines that should have been sacred, and now led to a pregnancy, leaves hearts heavy with disbelief and sorrow. The very idea that trust could be violated in such a personal, devastating way leaves viewers gasping. Millions are scrolling, commenting, crying, and re-watching every clip, trying to process a reality so surreal, yet painfully raw. Social media has become a theater of emotion. Every post, every reaction video, every meme amplifies the tragedy. Fans are no longer just observers, they are participants in heartbreak, living through the devastation of someone else's life as if it were their own. The collective grief is palpable. Comment sections overflow with messages like, "I can't breathe," "Tiny has given everything and now this," or, "How could this happen? A child, a secret, betrayal. I'm shaking." The story transcends celebrity. It has become human tragedy on a viral scale. Tiny's heartbreak is mirrored in every post. Her loyalty, tested beyond comprehension, now hangs by threads in front of millions of viewers. Every past moment, every interaction, every decade of love and family care is being scrutinized, dissected, and weaponized as proof of heartbreak and betrayal. The intensity of emotion is almost unbearable to watch. It's a reminder that even the strongest among us can fall when trust is violated in the most intimate, personal ways imaginable. T.I. is trapped in a storm of public scrutiny, struggling with helplessness, guilt, and the impossibility of controlling a narrative that has gone viral. Every gesture toward Tiny or Zonnique is now interpreted as guilt, complicity, or scandal. Fans replay old interviews, dissect social media posts, and theorize endlessly, turning every move into evidence, amplifying heartbreak exponentially. He is no longer the man commanding stages, crowds, and headlines. He is a human, stripped bare before millions, vulnerable in a way money, fame, and influence cannot shield. And Zonnique, her world has changed irrevocably. Once a quiet figure, she is now the epicenter of heartbreak and scandal. Every action is analyzed, every expression misinterpreted, every post weaponized. Her pregnancy, a deeply personal and life-altering reality, has been thrust into public spectacle. What should have been private is now viral, and the emotional cost is unbearable. Every day brings new speculation, more judgment, and heartbreak magnified for a global audience. This is more than drama. This is heartbreak made digital, loyalty shattered for the world to witness, trust broken in front of millions, innocence caught in a web of viral obsession. Millions are watching, empathizing, crying, gasping, some silently, some aloud, because the tragedy is so raw, so human, and so unforgettable. Tiny, T.I., Shekinah, and Zonnique are no longer just figures in a story. They are living heartbreak, their lives amplified into viral tragedy, their pain shared by the world in real time. Tonight, hearts around the globe are breaking. Ties are falling. Voices are trembling. The Harris family legacy, once a symbol of loyalty, music, and love, is now redefined by betrayal, heartbreak, and viral obsession. Every viewer is left asking the same question. How do you survive heartbreak when it's played out for millions to witness, dissect, and judge? The storm isn't just over the Harris family, it has consumed the digital world. Fans, commentators, reaction channels, and casual scrollers are glued to every update, dissecting every whisper, every glance, every post. Tiny's heartbreak, Zonnique's shocking revelation, and T.I.'s helpless struggle are no longer private. They are viral tragedy unfolding in real time. Millions watch, hearts aching, unable to look away, caught in a cycle of disbelief, sorrow, and obsession. Social media is a hurricane of emotion. Instagram stories are analyzed like evidence. TikTok reaction videos replay every moment of Tiny trembling on set, her voice breaking, her composure gone. Every frame shows decades of loyalty, love, and sacrifice reduced to whispers and viral clips. Fans write in disbelief, "I feel her pain in my soul. I can't believe someone could betray loyalty this deeply. Taze won't stop." These aren't just comments, they're collective heartbreak, proof that this story has pierced hearts globally. Reaction channels dissect every detail. Zonnique's every word is replayed, analyzed, and speculated upon. Viewers search for hidden meaning in her expressions, in Ti's responses, in Shakina's silence. Each post, each emoji, each deleted story is treated like a clue in a puzzle nobody asked to solve. And the result? A tsunami of viral obsession, hearts breaking in real time across continents, as if the entire world has been pulled into a single, unbearable tragedy. The intensity of heartbreak cannot be overstated. Tiny's struggle is raw, human, and painfully relatable. Hands shaking, voice quivering, eyes red with tears. This is a woman who has devoted her life to family, loyalty, and love, now forced to face betrayal at its most personal, most public level. Every viewer watching feels it, as if the pain is being broadcast directly into their own hearts. The fragility of trust, the devastation of betrayal, the collapse of loyalty, these are universal human experiences now magnified into viral spectacle. T.I., once the commanding figure of the Harris family empire, is stripped bare before a global audience. His every gesture toward Tiny, every interaction with Zonnique, is scrutinized as proof of guilt, complicity, or misjudgment. No album, no stage, no platinum record can shield him from the storm of public scrutiny. He is vulnerable in ways money, fame, and influence can never protect. Every old clip of laughter, every private moment, every past interview is twisted into evidence, making the heartbreak feel endless and unavoidable. And Zonnique, caught in the crossfire of public judgment, feels the weight of a world that will never understand the complexity of her emotions. Her pregnancy, a deeply personal life-changing event, is now a global spectacle. Every word, every expression, every step is dissected, debated, and misinterpreted. Her loyalty, her silence, her resilience, all weaponized in the court of viral obsession. The irony is devastating. She trusted, she stayed quiet, she sought dignity, but the world turned her truth into public heartbreak for millions to consume. The story doesn't just end with personal tragedy, it spreads into cultural and emotional contagion. Fans empathize as if it's their own heartbreak. Comments flood in, "I'm crying with her, my heart hurts for Tiny, how can someone betray a family like this?" Every reaction is a mirror of human vulnerability, amplified through digital obsession. Millions feel the sting of betrayal alongside the Harris family. Millions cry. Millions gasp. Millions are rendered speechless. Tiny Harris's heartbreak has reached a crescendo of despair. Each notification, each viral clip, each new theory online is another blow, another reminder that her private life is now public, dissected, and debated. The weight of emotional devastation is compounded by the fact that loyalty and love, the pillars of her life, are now under global scrutiny. This is not just celebrity gossip, it's heartbreak turned viral, tragedy amplified for an audience that cannot turn away. Fans replay every leaked clip, share every social media post, and debate every possible motive. Memes transform despair into viral content. Reaction videos dissect trembling hands, trembling voices, and shattered expressions frame by frame. Every deleted post becomes proof. Every fleeting smile is twisted into a narrative of betrayal. It is an emotional storm so powerful it feels unstoppable, dragging millions of hearts into the vortex. T.I., Zonnique, Shakina, and Tiny, the epicenter of this hurricane, cannot escape. Their personal lives, once private, are now public tragedy broadcast in real time. Questions swirl endlessly. Can Tiny forgive? Can loyalty survive this betrayal? What will the family legacy look like after this scandal? The emotional stakes are beyond imagination, turning heartbreak into participatory viral obsession. And yet, amid this chaos, the humanity remains undeniable. This is raw emotion. This is trust shattered. This is a family legacy threatened by betrayal, secrecy, and viral obsession. Every viewer watching cannot escape the emotional gravity of the story. Tears are shed, hearts ache, and empathy is unavoidable. This is tragedy in the digital age, heartbreak magnified by the unrelenting glare of millions of eyes. Tonight, the storm rages. Social media feeds overflow with sorrow, outrage, disbelief, and empathy. Every new clip, every reaction video, every fan theory adds fuel to a fire that refuses to die. Millions are emotionally invested, crying, gasping, and processing a reality that is too intense to ignore. This is not just a story, it is a global experience of heartbreak, an unrelenting wave of emotion that leaves no heart untouched. Now, viewers, this is not just a story you scroll past. This is heartbreak carved in real time, spilling across screens, across cities, across hearts. Tiny Harris, a woman whose life has been built on loyalty, love, and family, is shattered in front of the world. Her tears, her trembling hands, her voice breaking under the weight of betrayal. This isn't entertainment. This is tragedy unfolding live, and every one of us watching feels it deep in our souls. Zonnique's revelation, a shocking truth that nobody expected, has thrown the Harris family into chaos, and now, millions of hearts are breaking alongside them. Imagine seeing trust shattered, love questioned, loyalty betrayed, every intimate moment turned into a spectacle for the world to witness. That piercing ache, the helplessness, the raw emotion, it's real. It's human. And it's happening right now, not in a movie, not in fiction, but in lives that millions have followed, loved, and celebrated. So pause. Feel it. Let the weight of this heartbreak sink in. Think about Tiny's decades of loyalty, of sacrifice, of quiet strength crumbling under betrayal. Think about Zonnique, caught in the storm of global scrutiny, facing judgment she never asked for. Think about T.I., stripped of control, caught in a whirlwind he can't contain. Every comment, every share, every reaction is part of this story. You are not a spectator, you are a witness. Comment your thoughts. Share your heartbreak. Ask the questions that burn in your soul. Can Tiny forgive? Can loyalty survive? What will happen to this family? Hit like if your heart breaks for them. Share if the shock has left you speechless. Subscribe to follow every twist, every tear, every devastating reveal. Because tonight, we are all part of a tragedy that is viral, heartbreakingly real, and unforgettable. Don't just watch. React. Empathize. Live it. And let the world hear your heartbreak.